How you going, everybody? This is Joe from Think Tank Flotation. We're going to do a quick little rundown of getting ready for your float. So this is the Explorer room, and this will give you a chance to kind of get associated with your environment before you float. So a lot of people are maybe seeing places online and then they come here and they're like, that's not what I'm used to. So anyway, here is the Explorer room at Think Tank Flotation. So basically when you get here, we'll go over your waiver and set up. Your rooms will be set up for you, and our attendant will take you through what you're supposed to do with your float. And this video will help you feel a little bit more knowledgeable by that time. So basically when you first come in, we're going to recommend that you take a shower in your earplugs, small or large, are up on top here. We recommend you put your earplugs in first before your shower, therefore your fingers won't be wet and your ear canal won't be wet, and they'll have much more better chance to stay in your ears when you're floating. Yes, your hair is in the water when you're floating. That's why you have earplugs, because the water is going to be right here, close to the temples, but definitely past your ears. A lot of people have a little tension in their neck when they first start floating because they're trying to hold their head up a little bit. But that is the reason why we have earplugs, is to keep the salt water solution, the magnesium solution, out of your ears. It's not going to hurt you, but it sometimes could be a little annoying if you have some in it and it dries up. So basically, you're going to turn off your phones. We don't want you doing emails in the tank. If you want to take a picture or something, share with your friends and say, hey, I'm trying this, or this is my weekly float, let people know, that's great. But please turn off your devices so it doesn't bother you or others around. So then let's come to your shower. So we usually just take your clothes and put them in a nice spot wherever you would like. It could be on a different table or wherever. There's different things such as makeup removers and different other various toiletry items that you may need. But as far as a shower in the Explorer room, it's pretty simple. The middle knob turns on the water from above. Temperature control is below, light changes, etc. So you're going to use the pre-float body wash, hair and body. Basically, that helps you get everyone get as clean as possible before we get into the float tank. That helps the sanitation system work and do its job. So once you're over here, you're going to be careful in getting down into the tank. There are 3 stairs from our showers. Once you come over here, you can lift up the door. You can leave your robe or your clothes or your towel wherever you like. I make sure that people use their hand, they step in with both legs, lower down carefully, and if you are going to lower the door down, be careful when you're doing that. So either on your knees or your rear. So once you stepped into the tank, you want to make sure that you're not going to make a splash, because when you splash, then everybody has to do a lot of cleaning. So any amount of water that gets anywhere is going to be very, very, very salty. So just please be mindful and lower down carefully, trying not to make a splash. I usually sit down, put my legs up, put my hand down, lower myself down carefully, just slowly do the little reverse sit-up. And then the last part is lower down carefully, so let the water go over your ears. And I do that slowly so I don't have a bunch of air in the folds of my ears. So once you're there, move around a lot, try to find different positions. You're going to give your body basically a chance to sense the environment. If you try to lie still and not move, it's going to be pretty hard to relax. So try to move around a little bit, find a spot that feels comfortable, focus on your breath, deep belly breaths, and just test the water so you can trust the water. See how that feels? Move around as much as you want. Maybe 5-10 minutes. A lot of people do stretches at the beginning. And then, if you're listening to either the ambient soundtrack or just silence, just focus on your time being there in that environment. And then later you can lie still or take a little nap or whatever. But once the music comes on with the chimes and the voice at the end, it'll tell you it's about time to leave. So once you do, carefully lift up, squeeze your hair out, and get some of that salt water out so it's not dripping everywhere. I usually roll over to hands and knees so I can push the door open. Now here's when you want to be really careful getting out. So I either kneel or stand up, holding onto the rails at all times until I have a foot outside of the tank. Step the other foot, kind of drip as much as I can, either in the tank still or onto the towels, and then carefully make your way back into the shower for your post-float rinse. That's going to get all the magnesium water solution off of you, and that's when you can use anything else. You can condition your hair or something like that. You can use any of the shampoos. You can, if you have a special shampoo for certain hairstyle or type of hair, if your hair is really crazy, if you have a special conditioner that you would like to use, that's fine, but just don't use that on the first shower going into the tank. So we can maintain. The reason why we take showers as well is to maintain, even if you took a shower at your house 2 minutes before walking in our door, the soaps that you use and the water that you use, the mineral content, that is still going into the tank. So, and believe it or not, a lot of people, we produce oils on our skin. We're trying to get that off. So we know what's going into the tank so the sanitation system can work how we want it to. But yeah, so once you're done, then take your time, be careful. We have over here some like I said, toiletry items and hair dryers and whatnot. And then once you're done, you can come and join everybody in the main room and just let your senses come and enjoy what the float gives you.